fake Kelsey Grammer to kick this show off.
Let's cook this pig.
Here we go. Well, hello there, everyone. This is Keith from Keith's Comics, coming to you live from the Keith's Comics warehouse and studio. Hopefully you had a great week since we saw you last. We've been putting together all week some really fun stuff for the stores, and the show is ready to go. Chris is going to be putting out the show for you tonight. Hello, Chris.
Hey.
Cindy is way back there in the back. She's minding her own knitting tonight.
Oh,
She is here. And then we have backup. We have Kaylin keeping us on the straight and narrow. We have audio, right, Kaylin? Mm-hmm. All right. And Alex is over there making sure everything's running correctly. Alan is here, early adopter. Hiya. Pablo's here. Hey, Pablo. What was for dinner? Oh, it was pizza night. Oh, and half the Angelettas are here. What kind of pizza does the Nogueras clan chow down on? Y'all just go straight pepperoni, or is there some kind of exotic function of your pizza situation there? All right, tonight's show is pretty fun. It's another Thor's Day event. Well, a little Thor's Day mixed in after you guys beat me up about being Thor light last week. We have a pretty solid swag section tonight, and the lightning round is going to be pretty cool too. We have lots of fun stuff coming up. Lots of sets tonight. Over the last couple of weeks, Chris has been in the warehouse. Even Esteban came by, and Ed Hawa came by too, and worked in the warehouse and pulled lots of sets. Hey, Alan, thank you. I appreciate that. The audio is good. We also, well, you know what? We had pizza here at the warehouse too, so that was all good. Pepperoni Man's extra cheese. All right. Oh, Pepperoni Man, is that like a local bit out there wherever you are on the? Pablo's house is not on any map that I own because my map's ended at the other side of Fort Worth, and then there's dragons swimming around. So I don't know where Pablo lives exactly. But there you go. Pizza seems to be the fill of the day. So when we have a football game on later on tonight, so hang with us. Keep one eye on the football game if you're so inclined. But also, we got some really cool books coming up here. Cindy, go find the fake Kelsey Grammer so we can get started.
All right. Let's kick this pig.
All right, there we go. Getting the pig kicked. Let's see, what do we do here? Oh, I see. I moved everything around here, and I have a new monitor. We're moving on up. Pretty soon we'll be living on the east side.
Keith's Comics.
All right, main show up here. Let's see. Turn on some cameras too. How about that? Oh, hey everyone! I'm glad that you're here. Thanks a lot for coming by and seeing us. All right, let's move that book left and up a little bit. More left. And you saw our ad for tonight's show that this is, you can go left a little bit more. This was in our ads from 1983. A first appearance of Pope John Paul in comics. The life of Pope John Paul. I was telling some of the young people here, you should, also we're going to put that thing underneath.
We are?
Yeah, because it keeps the glare off. So they can, yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Pope John Paul, that pontiff was especially popular. And Pablo, maybe anyone else can help me remember. Didn't he come to North America? Didn't he go to Mexico?
He went to San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Saw him with my grandparents.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it was a big deal, a really big deal, and so big that. They did a comic. It's a double-sized comic, too. Who knew he had so much in his life? $12 if it makes it to the store. That's fine plus copy is $7 if you claim it here. You can claim the Pope for maybe the only time in your life. Football starts in 5 minutes, Pablo says. Oh, that's a good note. Alan says that football is on in the background and that I have priority. Alan, you're my favorite right now. I just letting you know. Better lock these cameras down too. All right, half the Angelos had the single man specialty leftovers. Nice, nice. There we go. I don't know. Is that the Pope that got shot?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what they had to invent the Pope Mobile.
Oh, okay. The Pope Mobile, classic.
It's like a golf cart with plexiglass.
Yeah. Did you have the Hot Wheels version of that?
No. I don't even know if they did. That'd be awesome. I gotta look that up. No issue 2 though. We couldn't find it in the warehouse.
Is there an issue 2?
No.
Oh, okay, I was like, man, I was not aware. All right, next up.
And to continue our trend of the godhood,
More gods all the time. It's Thor's Day, everyone. You know what that means.
America's one. Hot Wheel. That's a real thing.
Yeah, we knew a Pokemobile was real, but we didn't know they made a toy of it.
That's cool.
All right.
Vatican gift.
How about, yeah, at the Vatican gift shop, I bet they have those. The Thor number 1, was that 141? 141. Beautiful colors on that. It's technically going to be a VG, like around a 4.0, 4.5, somewhere around in there. From 1967, celebrate Thor's Day with us and try to discover who is Replicus.
Yeah, everybody wants to know.
Everybody's talking about it, right? From 1967, $16. What a great bargain in the store. But now, for you, $12. $12 for the Mighty Thor, number 141. Claim Thor. If you're watching our show on one of our channels, Keith's Comics North Dallas, or Keith's Comics Firewall, we appreciate that. But if you want to claim anything, make sure you're on the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page, because that's where we look. You can claim it on the other ones, but we're not going to see it. And that makes me sad, because I want to sell you stuff. Full disclosure, we're here to sell you stuff. Next up. Is it the Pokemobile first appearance in that book? I don't know. We should find that out. Youngblood Strike Files. Oh, yes. Peak Shenanigans here in 1993. This is a really cool book, though. This is $30 in store, $20 to be claimed here, because it is signed by Jay Lee with them certificates of authenticity right there, claiming that he did indeed sign it. And you can see it on the front. These are number 2. What number is that there?
Number 1.
No, the number of the certificate.
It is 6379.
6379 of 10,000. You know, a book today would be ecstatic, over the moon to be printing 10,000, and they printed 10,000 of this just for his signatures. That's crazy talk. How bad was or how great was the early 90s? If I could just get in my time machine and go back there and talk to younger Keith, I wouldn't be here, because I'd be rich. Right, Cindy?
Yeah.
There we go. $20, you get this Jay Lee signature, a young Jay Lee, 30 years ago. Next up.
Weird.
Is it weird? Isn't that weird?
Cover.
Okay, well, Truth in Advertising. When we looked through this book earlier this week, Chris and I were looking at this. This has Jim O'Parroll artwork in it, and he is just slaying. Hey, I used a new word. You're welcome, Kaylin. Oh, he's just slaying it. Issue 433, and then there was a backup story in there too that was really good too. Do you remember what it was? It was
No.
it was one of those Conan artists, Alex Nino.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alex Nino doing a really, really killer story. Nice, solid mid-grade copy of this issue number 433. Only $6. So you get first shot at it here since you're on our show. Yeah, I thought I was rich after the McFarlane show, and then I had to pay everybody. Yeah, but that was a great show. Thanks for remembering that, Pablo. Good times. Next up.
Except we go to the other end of the...
Yes. Is this the star of the new Agatha All Along show right here? She-Hulk number 28. A smoking hot VF copy. If you have a She-Hulk list, let me know, because we're going to be trotting one of these out a week for, I don't know, for the next year or so. So if we have 40 so or issues. From 1991, this is a really cool issue. Number 28 is $12 in store, $10 if you claim it here. Next up. Oh, another book. This was also in our ad. First appearance of Jeff the Shark. I am not familiar with Jeff the Shark, but evidently he's a cultural phenomenon now. He had his own book recently and just slayed it also. I'm just going to overuse that word so that everybody stops using it. The West Coast Avengers featuring Marvel Boy, and which version of Hawkeye is that? Is that just regular Hawkeye?
Kate Bishop.
She just called herself Kate Bishop at this point. Did she get sued by the other Hawkeye? Is that what happened?
I think he handed over the name because he wasn't using it at the time, I think.
All right. $30 is what I need for this. First appearance of Jeff the Shark. If you play the mobile game, you know who it is. Kaylin, do you know who it is? He's mega cute. He was a picture on our ad there. Yeah, that's right. It took me a while to read your comment, Alan. That's pretty funny. No, not Baby Shark, Jeff the Shark. I don't even know what he does. Does he just does his?
Cute.
He's just cute. That's his superpower. Well, that's yeah. He's what? He can walk on land like a puppy, right? Yeah, that's not scary at all. West Coast Avengers number 7, $30. Next up,
Digest.
a little digest there for us. Superman team up action. All right. Is this best of DC or is this best of Blue?
Team up.
But
No, DC Blue Ribbon Digest.
DC Blue Ribbon Digest, but not best of DC Blue Ribbon
This is
Digest.
the best of on top.
Oh yeah. There's two different DC
Yeah.
Digest series. This one's just DC number 48 from 1984. Everything you wanted to know about Superman team ups in one book. I did not know that he teamed up with Elongated Man, but there we go. It must be. It's right there on the cover. $8 in store or $6 if you claim it here. Next up. No, Jeff the Shark was not in Jaws. That was Bruce.
Yep.
Next up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Chris is covering me here because this is a Uncanny X-Men early appearance, if not the first appearance of Hellfire Club, or if I'm remembering that wrong. Issue 134, $35 for this really swell copy of Cyclops failing again. Or still, I guess. Why do they keep putting him on the cover? But anyway, if you're an X-Men completist, it's a killer book. Issue 134 from 1980, $30 if you claim X-Men here. Next up,
Got a big book.
really big book. It needs to come left just a little bit. And then open it up so they can see close to the spine at the top. You can see, oh yeah, I should have told you that earlier. Keith failed at prep work. As we were working this book, we discovered that it was signed and dated, which is pretty cool. One more page. Okay, move it left. Can't see it. Yeah, there we go. Archie Goodwin in 91, right? Is that what it says there?
Yep.
Archie Goodwin doesn't sign a lot of comics anymore, so this is a cool book to have. You can take this book and get Howard Chaykin to sign it, and there you go. It'll be complete. Mm-hmm. All right, nice. This oversized one-shot hardcover and Wolverine Nick Fury, the Scorpio connection. What did I have on this book? Where's the little tag?
It's signed
$25 plus at no additional charge. I will sign it for you.
Well, I'll sign it.
Yeah, well, everybody. Well, we can't speak for Kaylin, but yeah, I'm sure Cindy will throw in a signature for $25. Every time you throw the tomato in want pasta, okay? I want. Okay, I get it now. Oh, okay, yes. I don't even know why Archie Goodwin is not more beloved, because all the stuff that he wrote and edited, crazy amount of cool stuff. All right, Marvel Premiere number 39 from 1977. First solo appearance of the Torpedo, which I thought was a really big deal in 1977. What would I would have been 13 when this came out. Yeah, I really dug that costume with the little fans on the arms, just flying all over the place. You know, that's close as I figured I was going to get to the flying car, and I was right. $6 if you claim it here, $10 if it gets out to the store. And in case you were wondering, this is the big one. It says so right there on the cover. Marvel Premiere number 39, $6. Next up.
Right here, if he can fly in a straight line.
To the left. All right. Early 90s stuff, because we were selling so many comics, so many independent and underground comic creators were able to get their stuff made. The UN Force. Cool foil cover on that. Look at this. Hand numbered on the left-hand side there. What number is it? Can you read the number there, Chris?
Ooh, let's see. 5 of 8,708.
No, it's you got it. You're reading it backwards.
Am I reading backwards? I am reading it backwards. 2168 out of 5,000.
2168 out of 5,000. Hand signed. Look at the whole creative team. There's about 6 signatures on there. All right, $6 if you are into really cool independent comics from the early 90s. There you go, $6. Next up.
Swag time.
It's swag time. All right. Here we go. All right, swag time is when we sell the stuff that we buy in collections, because many times I buy a collection, it'll be a whole room or a car or a trunk, and you never can tell what you're going to get. That needs to go towards the wall just a bit. There we go. This is an original Bart Simpson toy from 1990 by Dan D Toys, a company I don't even know who they are anymore. This is has been taken out of its packaging, but was that the first year of the Simpsons? This is like the very early Alpha toys, I believe.
Yeah.
The Simpsons, Bart Simpson. We recently got a big Simpsons collection in, and we just put it right on eBay because we didn't have room for it in the stores right now. Sold it. Sold almost all of it. If you're interested in the Simpsons, check it out. There's a handful of things left there, including this Bart Simpson Lonely Child, only $10. Claim Bart Simpson for $10. Next up.
Gasoline.
All right, go left a little bit there. This is DVD or Blu-ray?
DVD.
It's a DVD, so you got to make sure you have an old school PS2 or 3 or an Xbox that will play that. Or maybe you actually still have a DVD player. There we go. Road Warrior, $2. I don't know which cut this is. Probably the original theatrical cut, I would guess. All right, $2. Next up. Oh, Jimi Hendrix. Are you experienced? Well, you can be for $1. You get this Jimi Hendrix CD, the Jimi Hendrix Experience for $1. Swag Time has all kinds of stuff. You can buy, what has it been, 2 years now? I bought that gigantic collection with thousands of CDs in it. And there we go. Are you kidding me? I have that Keys Comics Mockingbird is so stuffed. All they do is whine about they can't find places to put things. Next up.
Another CD. Sticker fell off. Forerunner.
$1 for Forerunner. Anybody know what Forerunner is? Anyone? Who's the music files here? Hey, Larry Nichols is here. Thanks for the big purchase today, Larry. We appreciate that. All right. You can't claim Jimi Hendrix. He left the planet almost 50 years ago at this point.
69.
Oh, the average Blu-ray player is backwards compatible. I did not know that. Assuming anyone has a Blu-ray player anymore. Now that's fair too. Is it Redbox? Is it Redbox is gone now? They went into so wow. You're just killing me about our Shopify store, huh? Yeah, well, fair enough. Only so many resources. Next up.
4 films sci-fi collectors.
Oh, where's my fans of really B sci-fi? Most of them are sitting in this room, actually. 4 sci-fi films on one crazy DVD here. Look, you got to get this just because one of the films stars R. Lee Ermey, right?
Yep.
All right, $3 for this 4 films of sci-fi collector's set. Next up.
Wash the taste out of your mouth with this.
Go to the left a little bit. It is a still sealed copy of The Best of Boris and Natasha, Volume 1. $4 for this, 15 cartoons?
Something like that.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. So there we go. The Best of Boris and Natasha, $4 for this cool DVD. Oh, is that 2-disc set?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. There was probably people standing in line and in 2002 to get this whenever it came out. That's when it came out. I'm just making up dates. Next up.
Last but not least.
Last swag. An action figure from the Astro City Comics. Samaritan. This is $3 for the Samaritan action figure. The bubble's a little colored there, yellowed. But is there got a crunch on it? No, it looks pretty good. A little bit of crunch. But if you're a big fan of Astro City and those great Alex Ross covers, and that was it Brent Anderson doing the artwork on the
doing the writing and Brent Anderson doing the art.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. If you've never read that, check it out someday. Samaritan action figure, $3. Next up.
Back to regular.
Oh, we're out of swag time. Let me get the swag time is over. Swag time is over. All right, what's next?
It is.
Oh, it's a set of Wolverines. Go left a little bit there. Issue 167 through 169, Bloodsport. Yikes. It looks like Barry Windsor Smith has a little bit, maybe might have had a few whiskeys there, Wolverine.
Not Wolverine.
Not Wolverine, yeah. issue 167, 168, and 169. Beautiful VF copies from 2001. It's all three of them that tells the story of Bloodsport, whatever that may be. You can find out for $14. $14 is what we're asking for. Make sure you put it in the comments of the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page. And if you're watching in the future, so many people, when we look at our stats on this, so many of you are watching in the future, and we really appreciate that. And since you're watching in the future, hello, future. Thanks a lot for that. The prices are good for 35 hours. Usually by Saturday night, we've pulled everything. So try to get to that. I know everybody's busy. You got things you got to do, especially whenever this time of year, you got kids and different kinds of sports. I get it. Whenever you get a chance, try to get that done by Saturday afternoon so we can pull it and send it out on Sunday. And you can have it for the next week. Next up,
Action Comics.
Action Comics. Go left. From 1966, issue 344. I don't know. What's he dreaming about? Some kind of jewel man there? Superman's Nightmare Dreams. Oh, from 1966. $6 for this VG copy. Go-Go Checks. Pablo tells us that's from 1966 to 67. I didn't know it was for 2 years, but there we go. And look at that. Jewel guy's laughing at Superman. Oh, man.
Rude.
That is very rude. When you get laughed at in your own dreams, that's bad. $6 for this Action Comics 344. Next up. Hey, Garrett's here. All right. Thank you. All right. More Thor's Day. Yay for Thor's Day. Thor issue number 147. Wow, this is a Kirby tour de force here. What did I say? This is a pretty high grade, right? 7.5 to 8.5, somewhere around in there. Wow. Issue 147 from 1967. Loki is going wild. He probably took some lessons from Daredevil there. $50 is what I'm going to put this in the store, unless you guys pick it off at 40 and save maybe the trouble of paying somebody to put a Dymo label on it and put it up on the wall. Thor number 147 is $40. Next up.
Another set.
I don't know. We could arm wrestle over whether it's an 8.0, 8.5, or a 7.5. Punisher, The Final Days. Another set of Punishers. This is 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. 7 issues of The Punisher. I didn't even have to take my shoes off. Wow, that's that. There we go. The Final Days. This is a storyline in the Punisher. This is the original series that started in '88, I believe it is. So we got all 7 of those issues in a row. Beautiful VF copies. $20 is a great deal, but you get even better than that. $15 if you claim the Punisher Final Days here on Keith's Comics Network. Next up. Go left a little bit. All right, Batman number 97. That's some really whack version of Harley Quinn, I believe. From 2020, issue number 97. This is the 1 in 25 ratio variant. We had this at $15 in the store when it came out. Somehow one slipped away to the warehouse. $6 now. $6 for this 1 in 25 ratio variant of Batman number 97 from the current run. Next up.
Another set.
It's another set. Okay. So when's Mask Toys? Is that 80s or 90s? 80s. All right. So is it because G.I. Joe was doing so well in Transformers, so everybody got into the Transformers?
They were trying to combine like Hot Wheels and action figures, and they had these masks that control these cars. The only weird thing is the main character had this car that flew, but the doors opened up, which I don't think is a very...
that gull wing, it makes it look like it's flying.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very intelligent, tactical thing to have your doors open as you're flying.
Well, does your car doors open like that?
No.
Okay. So, Mask 1 through 9. This is the whole mini-series from DC
series.
Comics.
There's
The whole
a mini-series. This is the series.
Okay, so there's a mini-series, and this is the regular series. This is all 9 issues of the regular series from 1987. $30 in store. $22. And, Meltdown. That's not a good name of your final issue, is it?
No.
$22 if you claim it here. Beautiful VF copies. Next up.
Another book.
Oh, wow. Make sure that's not signed. Open that first page up there. Peter Cooper used to come to town regularly because I believe his sister lived in town. And one time he came to town, I got to talk to him an extended time period. I believe he was drawing Spy versus Spy at the time. Am I remembering that correctly? And I bought some Spy versus Spy art from him. I still have that somewhere. I gotta go dig that out. This is the System Vertigo story that he did back in the day, but they did a UK hardcover version of this. I never knew that existed until I got in a collection here. The System from 2014 hardcover UK edition is a $20 book all day long, and has never been in our stores before. We just got it in the collection. $15 if you claim it here. What was the Batman 97 that somebody's claiming there from earlier, like 4 books ago? That was the variant. Got it. All right, I'm with you. I'm going Batman 97. I had a Golden Age book in here. No, Keith, get with it. If you had a DeLorean or a Lamborghini, your doors open like that. Yeah, they have gold. All right. Hey, all right. Next up, a twofer. This is a Keith specialty product. Is twofer means you get 2 for $6. Marvel 2-in-1 number
27
and 28. All right. A Submariner.
There you go.
All right. So these are beautiful copies too. And this is, man, I can't even tell you how many times I rode my bike to the store looking for these issues. Golly. Marvel 2-in-1, 27, 28. 2 consecutive issues, only $6. I guarantee you I paid at least sweat equity more than that to get these back in 1979 or 80. $6 for this twofer. Next up. That's probably true.
Super Dickory. Do we have Bat Dickory?
What would, what if you have Super Dickory? It's not bay holes? I don't know. World's Finest number 2, is it that 232? And it has the Super Sons 222, just like the room. This is the Super Sons 222 from 1974. Who is that? Torok's son, or is that Korak that they're pushing off the? It's Evil in Paradise, as someone's getting pushed off the ledge there. Well, that's cool. It says Batman. $12 in store, $9 if you claim it here. Next up.
It's our favorite alien life form.
Oh, yeah. Alf. I keep finding little patches of Alfs all over the place. And we keep selling them, so I'm going to keep putting them in. There's a handful of Alfs that are crazy, ridiculous, expensive, but I haven't found those yet. Issue number 21 from 1989. Baseball season coming to an end for us here in North Texas. I don't know, Pablo, did the Rangers get eliminated tonight? Was this their last shot? They were 10 games out with 11 to play or something like that. Alf number 21, $6 for your personal collection. Next up. Oh, yes, another first appearance. The first appearance of the Great Lakes Avengers. Let's see, Flatman, Mr. Immortal. He made an appearance in one of the Marvel shows, didn't he?
I believe so.
Was it She-Hulk? I think so.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl guy, Big
Bertha.
Bertha, some guy in the dark. I don't remember all their names, but first appearance. John Byrne issue, cover and inside, I believe. Issue 46. Also, I believe this is in the middle of that whole Vision Quest run. If you need that whole run, it's issue 42 through 53. We just worked a set. We haven't. It's not in the show tonight, but is it? Oh, it is in the show tonight. Well, I guess gird your loins. Here it comes. With the West Coast Avengers number 46 is only $6. Oh, the Rangers lost this afternoon. That's probably it then for them, right? Next up, lightning round. Pablo, go get you some more pizza, or take a nap. It's time for lightning round. We have $1, $2, and $3 comics because we have $1, $2, and $3 books in our boxes in our store. Please come by and check those out. It's overstocks, lower grade stuff that we are having trouble moving until we mark it way down, or just fun stuff that I'm building audiences for. What are you up there? Let's go.
Start with the $3 one.
$3. Pep. Number what number?
Number $197.
$197. We're selling Archie's in store very good. So if you're interested and you need to let us know because they get soaked up as soon as they go out to the Mockingbird store. Next up,
Man Thing.
Man Thing. This is not the original run. This is the second run, right? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Number 5.
Yes.
All right. She's terrorized. $3. Next up.
Champions number 13, 2017.
All right. Champions. This is the trading card variant or something like that from 2017. Nova cover of Champions number 13. Next up.
X-Men number 1, Magneto cover.
Oh, yes. From 1991, the Jim Lee million copy extravaganza. This one, either the cover split or something's heinously wrong with it. But it's a reader copy, but we still need $3 for it. But there we go. Look at that Jim Lee cover. Nice. Next up.
Patrol 124.
Doom Patrol 120. Are they reprints at this point? I can't remember. The last 3 issues or so are reprints.
Like
From 1973, this Doom Patrol has set you back $3. Next up.
What if 38?
What if Daredevil became Captain America? No.
I don't know. It just has 3 stories with these characters.
They just pulled a bunch of spec stories they had sitting in drawers and threw it in the What If. We got to put out an issue this quarter. Let's go. We've got a Vision and Scarlet Witch story. That's probably going to be fun though. This What If. What number is that?
Number 38.
Number 38 from volume. Is that from volume 1?
2, I think.
I can't remember. From 1983. That's Kingpin on the cover. Was that Moon Knight?
From 83. No, it's just some spooky guy.
Dang it! I was going to try to get that to Sam. Next, that's $3, right?
Yep.
All right.
$3. Captain America 222.
All right, Captain America versus was Abe Lincoln made out of marble there? Yikes! All right, 222, $3. Next up,
Spider-Man 58.
Spider-Man 58. This is a lower mid-grade copy of this. This is from the Spider-Man run that started in '90 when McFarlane started it. A lot of people collected those early ones, but when you get later into these numbers, once you become a completist, it gets kind of hard to trace some of these down, especially this Kane storyline. So $3 for this Spider-Man. Next up.
59 is Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Cindy and I watched Agatha All Along last night. We found it a little uneven, but we're on board enough to we're going to watch it, as opposed to some of the other recent shows that we kicked right under the bus. What number Spider-Man is this?
59.
59. More of that. Look at that. $3. Next up.
Marvel Superheroes number 81.
And that is a reprint of Hulk number 129. Hulk versus Glob. Is that a Marie Severin cover, or is that a Herb Trimpe cover?
A Trimpe cover.
All right, it's Trimpe art on the inside for sure. There you go. Next up.
Adventure Comics Doll H for Hero.
Doll H for Hero. We got Kismet, and they make a big deal. Move that left a little bit so everybody can see it. I make a big deal about this. Is the first appearance of Microwave Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Avatar.
Oh, if you
Doesn't even have an arrow on his head.
Oh, or he's not blue either, right?
Yep.
Somebody needs to sue somebody. Next up.
Black Widow number 1.
Black Widow number 1 from 2014. We had
Edmondson?
Nathan Edmondson in our store is doing a signing on this, and I found this randomly in a box, or somebody traded it back. I don't know how it got back to us, but $3 for this number 1 from 2014, signed by the writer Nathan Edmondson. Next up.
And our camera testing comic.
Camera tested comic. I just looking for books that are just going to be fun. This is a 1:25 ratio variant. Vincentini, issue number 71 of the Amazing Spider-Man from 2018. $3. Next up.
$2 comic.
$2. They're getting cheaper.
Ringo Kid 29. He hates the Owl Hoots.
Does he hate the Owl Hoots, or are they just misunderstood? This is also a beautiful Gil Kane cover. Look at that. That is fantastic. $2 for Ringo Kid. Next up.
Detective Comics 567, written by Harlan Ellison.
All right, Harlan Ellison. Who did the art in that? That's pretty cool. Breyfogle, is he on the title at this time? Push that toward the wall a little bit there. All right, written by the Star Trek famous Star Trek writer Harlan Ellison.
Sure. I hate that, but yeah.
Well, since how he doesn't sign a whole lot anymore. There we go.
Kind of hard to.
$2 for this. It's a mid grade, but this is a book you actually need in your collection. Next up.
Another X-Men #1 with Beast and Storm on the cover.
Ah, yes, we found our cache of X-Men #1s and sorted out all the ones that had a little storage damage on them, and we just make people deals for them, get them hooked on those X-Men. This is the Storm Beast cover, as we call it in the store. $2.
Marvel Spectacular #3.
Marvel Spectacular #3, Thunder of the Netherworld. Is that? Oh, yes. I didn't write what issue number this reprints, did I? Oh, I should have done that. But that's
Thor
good.
comic.
That's the It's a Thor comic, but that's the Hercules with the right leggings on for sure. $2. Next up,
Star Trek: The Next Generation 4.
Star Trek. Push that closer to the wall, please. And then who? That's not appearing in the Star Trek anymore. Security person that came back at 3 years. Tasha Yar.
Eaten by oil slick.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's $2, right?
Yep.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, but she did come back, an alternate.
It's a Romulan. It's the daughter of her from Romulans in an alternate universe.
There you go. Yeah. At least she didn't reverse the polarity of the front tachyon beam. Star Trek: The Next Generation, $2. Next up,
Jimmy Olsen, 157.
Jimmy Olsen, 157.
Dude, no face.
Yeah, this is a lower grade copy, but you know how rare it is to get one without the face already drawn in on it? Pretty rare. Oh, what does Alan say here? Ringo Kid, not to be confused with Johnny Ringo or Ringo Starr. He won't be your Huckleberry or play drums. That's pretty funny. All right, next up.
Unexpected 206.
Oh, Cindy, pretty soon the first cold front's going to come through, and it's going to be spooky season. All right, in honor of that, how about an unexpected issue? $2. Or is that $1?
$2.
$2. All right, next up.
Transformers 10, our last.
Let me see. Let me see that real quick. This one has
Got eaten.
it has a gigantic tear in it, and it also has a piece missing out of it. It's $1, so it's your basic reader copy. But you know what? Some people are going to have this because, booyah! It's a Mark Jewelers variant. Oh, pretty cool. $1, but it's pretty low grade. All right, and that's the end of the lightning round.
That is the end of the line.
All right, let's lightning round close.
We go to $6 comic.
And we got all right, Pablo, wake up. All right, this is a twofer, you say.
I did.
All right, pull
Missed
it toward you a little bit. All right, Justice Inc. Only ran 4 issues. This is issues 3 and 4. There's going to be some great Kirbiness on the inside of that, I believe.
The third one is, I believe, Joe Kubert did the fourth one.
I think Kubert did the first one, and Kirby did the 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, but this is one of my favorite stories. Just insane Kirby. Guy throws a potion, turns people into monsters. Boom.
There you go. Yeah, so Justice, if you're not familiar with Justice Inc., that was the name of the first story of the Avenger back in the pulp days in 1939. So he's not as old as the Shadow or who else would that have been? The Spider or Dark Savage, but he was created because those people were so popular. Probably, a lot of people claim that he's the last great pulp hero created from the pulp era. But there you go. The Avenger, that's the guy with the white pasty face. $6 for those 2 issues of Justice Inc. Next up.
We got us an Index.
Okay, if you're a Daredevil fan and you don't have this book, you need to get this taken care of. What price do I have on that? $6? I think I had a $6 tag on. Yeah, it was originally $6. It's still $6. This is a copy that I don't think anybody's ever flipped through. But it lists every Daredevil comic up to the time this book came out. That's issues 1 through 181. Is that the Death of Electra right there? Plus, flip through the back pages there. To fill it out, they cover all of the Jungle Action comics, and they cover, go left, nobody can see what's going on. All the Black Panthers, the Human Flies. This is a great resource. And plus, it has a great Frank Miller cover front and back. Go left, go left, go left, go left, go left. All right, there we go. I don't know. Is that maybe the only time Frank Miller drew Black Goliaths? Nice. And maybe Dazzler, too. And Claw? All right, nice.
Yep.
$6.
Dazzler, Human Fly. Human Fly, Black Panther.
Oh, that's Black Panther? I look like.
Black Goliath. Black that. No, that's not
All right. Yeah, the Human Fly. I guarantee you that's the only time he drew the Human Fly. Next up.
And we alluded to this.
All right, Vision Quest. Evidently, they're making the next or one of the next Marvel shows about this Vision Quest. So I don't know how much everybody's going to be involved, but issues 42 through 53, broad strokes. Someone steals the Vision and erases his memory and turns him into the White Vision with no character, no memories, and no hope for the future with the Scarlet Witch. And it basically drives her crazy. I mean, she was already pretty unstable, but she got worse until she destroyed everything with no more mutants. It took about 20 years, but she did it. Avengers West Coast 42 through 53, all inclusive from 1985, $50. And all of them were, if they were read carefully one time and put away gently. Next up.
Amazing Adventures #1.
All right, Amazing Adventures #1. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. In which we have the very first appearance of Cyclops. He's so unstable. He's not even called Cyclops, or not even called Scott in this. His name was Slim in this issue. Oh my gosh, such a waste of space. Amazing Adventures, a reprint of X-Men #1. Get it before the really cool version of Iceman in there, and watch Magneto basically kill about 600. Were they Russian Navy Aquanauts? They were in the submarine that he just crushed. He's a bad dude. He was a very bad dude. Still is. $6 for this fine minus copy of X-Men #1. I mean, Amazing Adventures #1 from 1979. Next up.
Another set. Scary. Hard.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the movie adaptation by Kenneth Branagh.
Yep.
Is that
No
right?
one remembers, yeah.
I didn't remember it. This is issue 1 through 4. It originally came sealed in bags with trading cards. Those have been lost to the mists of time. So no cards, but this is all 4 issues of that. $6. If you're all about, look at this. Who did those covers? Is that John Bolton doing the covers? Those are nice. Yep. All right. So I guess based on her original novelette.
Yep. Robert De Niro was the monster.
Oh gosh, please! I'm not even going to watch it. I can't even imagine Robert De Niro, and that doesn't even make sense to me. Kenneth Branagh should have been the little monster. Next up.
Checkerboard Superman.
All right, more Superman, and this is this is one of the most unstable Superman covers. Something about his hand is going on there. I can't remember which. His Achilles heel is his hand. I don't even know. They're going to shoot red kryptonite at him too. It's a nuts bongo book. From 1966, this is issue 185 of Superman. $8 in store, $6 if you claim it here. It's a low-grade copy, but somewhere in the midst of time, some 12-year-old put 3 extra staples in it for you. You're welcome.
Hey, overachiever, man.
$6. Next up.
We got a three set of Amazing Spider-Man annuals, looks like.
All right, the Amazing Spider-Man Annual. I believe it's also Web of Spider-Man Annual and Spectacular Spider-Man Annual, I believe. Web of Spider-Man. There's a middle.
There's a middle one in there.
Yeah, it ran across all 3 annuals there, and it was the Spider-Man's Teeny Tiny Adventure, and it ran through these 3 books. Plus, you got a whole bunch of other backup stories. It looks like some Speedball, maybe a Punisher story. Who knows what else is going on in there. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. $18 for Big Trouble with Little Spidey. Look at that Ant-Man appearance on their beautiful Gil Kane cover. $18 if you buy it in store. $13 if you claim it here. Spidey Man's Teeny Tiny Adventure 1, 2, and 3 in the 3 different annuals. $13. Next up.
We got a Marvel team of Fire and Ice.
Oscar Isaac as Frankenstein. That might be okay. A Marvel team up Fire and Ice, Chris says. He's right on. X-Men and fighting Equinox. All right. Issue 23 of Marvel Team Up. Really swell copy. Fine plus copy of this. From 1974. It's only $10 if you claim it here. Wow, that's a good cover. Who is that? That's not Romita, is it? No. Who did that cover? Is that Gil Kane with somebody else?
Looks kind of Gil Kane-ish.
Man, that's nice. $13 if you let it get to the store. $10 if you claim it here. Next up.
We got something big.
Yeah, yeah, thought about putting it in swag time, but what the heck? We'll put it here. This is original crew uh, uh, wall clock from 1992. I don't know. Was that an anniversary? Was they putting out a movie then? And
I don't think so. I think there was the upsurgence of Next Generation, so they're putting out more Star Trek because Next Generation came in '87.
maybe earlier than that. But yeah, you're probably right about that. Or is this was 92? Is that the Whales movie?
I think so.
Maybe somebody can help us out there. Spock has already made his way back at the time. $25 in store. $20. Batteries not included for this. It was at the whole crew is there. Next up,
We got another Superman book.
classic Superman, one of the best Superman stories ever written. Superman number 423, which closed out the original run of Superman at that time from 1986. Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow? Alan Moore writing that. Is it? It is Alan Moore, right? Yeah. And Kurt Swan doing the art.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I'd forgotten that Kurt Swan did the art.
Two-parter too. Because they also had one where he's flying away. Superman's flying away.
Yes. So $18 in store, $15 if you claim here. A beautiful copy of this. And then I guess they took maybe 3 months off or so, and they came back with John Byrne reinitializing it with the Man of Steel #1. The final issue of the Superman title, $15. Next up.
Another wonderful set.
1992 was the 25th anniversary of Star Trek. There we go. That makes sense. Thank you, Alan, keeping us on the straight and narrow. All right, Shade the Changing Man. Steve Ditko joint there. Look at that. That's actually nice Steve Ditko work there. This is all 9 issues of that run from 1977. If you can explain what the heck happened to in the whole title, I would appreciate it. I read it when I was 14. I can't remember any of it. I have to sit down with it again. But it became a fan favorite, I guess, because they relaunched it in Vertigo and became pretty popular. The Shade the Changing Man from 1977, 1 through 9, all 9 issues are
Suspense is building.
$30 for the all 9 issues. Next up, those are nice copies too. 5+ copies on that.
Marvel Tales with the Sinister Six.
You don't need an excuse to put Christine Chappell on a collector's plate. It's true that. All right, Marvel Tales number 150 from 1983. Marvel Tales was a reprint title of Spider-Man for many, many years, probably 20 years, I guess. This issue, and then they went back to the well many times. Issue 150, a double-sized issue because it reprinted Spider-Man Annual number 1 with a little bit of editing here and there. The first appearance of the Sinister Six. $6 for this double-sized issue of Marvel Tales from 1983. Next up.
World's Finest.
Yeah, are they? Oh, well, anytime you got Deadman in there, it's pretty solid. And Vigilante. That's the new Vigilante, right? The one on the motorcycle? All right. From 1975, issue 227. Oh, man, Superman smacked the Statue of Liberty's head off? Jeez Louise. $10 in store, $6 if you claim it here. That seems criminally low price for that. This is a nice mid-grade copy, square bound and all. Next up.
And we got a last of the books. We got
Runaways, hugely popular when it came out. Hopefully they'll revisit this. This is the Runaways trade paperback. Was $10 cover price, $2 if you can't live without it now. Volume 6.
And has issues 13 through 18
of the original run, yeah. All right, where's that special Overstreet I was going to put on?
yeah.
We have a special offer tonight for watching the show. This is the Overstreet from during the right at the pandemic time, all right, 2019 to 2020, yeah, right before it started. So $2 for this paperback version of the Overstreet from that year. Beautiful cover on this. It's $2, or if you claim this book and claim that you are going to give it to someone, it's free. If you're going to help us build some new customers for the future, I will throw this at you. Yeah, not literally, but just put claim, and I'll give. You're going to give it away, and we'll send it on to you, so that you can give it to somebody and get them excited about collecting comics, or at least reading about the history of comics. Because there's always great articles in these. The Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide, $2 or free if you're willing to give it to somebody. Next up,
Last 3 books.
3. There, where's Cecil?
You got it, Conan?
He was dogging me this afternoon about old Conan's. Here we go. Conan number 4, some Barry Windsor Smith action here from 1971. Solid VG copy, $18 in store. Are they fighting? Is that She-Rog or She-Bok or whatever it is? Isn't that Cyndi Lauper song? Is about that giant spider? Yeah.
She-Bop the spider. Yeah.
$13 if you claim it here. Next up.
Last set of the night. Hellblazer.
All right. Issues 146 through 150 of the Hellblazer run. Hard Time. Brian Azzarello, right?
And Richard Corbin doing the art in the story art.
Richard Corbin doing the art on a mainstream, almost mainstream comic. That's pretty cool.
And of course, Bradstreet doing the covers.
Oh, yeah, Bradstreet doing the covers. So you know that's going to be messed up inside. All right, $20 in store, $12 if you claim it here for this Hellblazer set. And the final book for tonight.
Amazing Spider-Man 50 Timeless cover.
Ooh, nice. 1 in 100. Alex Ross, Timeless, black and white, virgin variant. Boy, you got to have a light on after that. $50 in store, $35 if you claim it here. What's the price we originally had on that?
50.
Oh, did we? 50. All right, well, nice. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Issue number 50, the 1 in 100 variant, 35. And there we go. Another show in the books there. Hopefully you're going to check us out in the future. And if you are, we really appreciate that. Claim some stuff. Let's get it out to the stores. Don't forget to check out our Facebook pages, the Keith's Comics website. We have all kinds of things going on there. And then it's important that you check out our Instagram too. We have stuff going on there. What else is going on? The holidays are coming up. Stuff is starting to land. Craziness. We'll be here at the warehouse putting together all kinds of fun stuff for that. Black Friday will be here before you know it. Like 6 weeks, right? Yeah. No, 8 weeks. Somewhere in there.
We know it's weeks.
Hey, Tom. All right, welcome to the show. You got here just in time, for sure. You can always go back and watch the show, too. All right. Anything else we got over there? No, it all looks good there. All right. Very good. Chris has been here with me. Cindy's been here with me. Alex is in the next room putting together shelves for the warehouse. And Kaylin's been keeping us on the straight and narrow. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith. I appreciate you spending some time with us. If you're in the future, hello, future. We appreciate that. If you get a chance, come see the guys in the stores because they get lonely without you. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith. If I don't see you in the stores, I'll see you next time. Wow. After last week, pulling teeth, this week they are on the ball. Even half the Angelettas getting involved. And Tom, even though he came off the top rope late, the power bomb, right there with it. Thanks a lot, everyone. Chris, they want to see one more book. You got one more?
Oh, I think we can dig one out.
All right, dig one out.
Journey into Mystery.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Journey into Mystery 102 from 1964. It's a solid, beautiful VG copy. $80 in store, $65. We say, Keith, why is this such a cool book? Well, first of all, it's the first appearance of Lady Sif and also the first appearance of Hela. This is a Hela book, I'm telling you right now. $80. Wowzers. $65. Plus, who is that? The Tomorrow Man?
Yep.
That's going to end up being some kind of time travel thing. They got to sort all that out. Issue 102 of Journey into Mystery featuring the mighty Thor. $65. Oh, I did. Hang on. Thanks, Pablo. In honor of this, that's a good question, Pablo. I don't think so, but we'll double check. We'll throw a little conditional on that for now. But I don't think so. But we did pull this from a random box that we just found in on the porch of Funkin' Wagnall. It's next to a mayonnaise jar. Been sealed up since Tuesday of last week. All right, there we go. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith. I hope you'll come see us, and if you don't, I'll see you next time.
Keith's Comics.